Good afternoon, Mr. Shaw. It's Nico from Cliff Jones Mahindra Tractor over here in Sealy. I want to make this video for you to tell you more about the Mahindra tractor lineup that is currently available, and will end up landing on the 1626 Hydra stack that we were discussing on the phone. So we have this array of tractors here. This is the EMAX 20. It's a brand new model, 20 horsepower. This is more like, your riding lawnmower size, subcompact. Then it goes to the EMAX 22 and the EMAX 25. And we have another EMAX 25 and the EMAX 20 without a loader. And then it goes to the Max 24, which is 24 horsepower. And then the Max 26. So what I was telling you on the phone, what Mahindra did was they took the Max 26 engine and they put it on a larger chassis, about maybe two and a half years ago, something like that. So if you want to be sitting up higher, you want to use a pulse hole digger. If you want a little bit more weight, stuff like that, the 1626 is the answer. Not too big, not too small. The loader is rated to lift over 1,500 pounds to 84 inches. We do have best-in-class lift capacity. We can lift higher, lift more. This tractor weighs over 3,200 pounds with the loader. So Mahindra started out in the mid-1940s as a steel company. So their philosophy is the more your tractor weighs, the more you can push, pull, and lift. We have an all-steel tractor. Full disclosure, this right here is plastic, but everything underneath is steel. So, let's just face it, due to globalization, most tractors are not made in America that are this size. They're made somewhere else and shipped here. So what most brands do, they use cast aluminum rear ends, and they use plastic or composite materials, which can become brittle and break over time. But with Mahindra, they want your tractor to weigh more so you can work more. So across the board, we weigh more than everybody else. We come with more standard features. The great thing about our tractors, with the loader, this comes standard with the skid steer bucket. What most other brands do is use a loader, or a bucket rather, the pin-on bucket like this one over here. So unfortunately, that's really like a proprietary type setup, and it's not so easy to swap out implements. With the skid steer bucket, all you have to do is pull these two levers and your whole bucket comes off. You can put pallet forks, hay spears on there. If you want to get fancy and get a third function, you can get a grapple, front post hole digger, stuff like that. But in any case, it's just easier. It's basically universal. As long as your pins are the right width, you can put a wide variety of implements on there. Now, what's really great about our loaders is you do not have to upgrade to get more lift capacity. And also on this tractor, it is made in America. It's not made in Mexico. It's not made in China, anywhere else. It's made right here in the States. And by the way, Mahindra is an Indian company, but their corporate office is in Houston on Jacket Road in 290. So these tractors are proudly assembled in Texas. And what that means is that your parts come from Houston as well. So the great thing about our dealership, we have a full service department here. We have Zane, our parts manager, Robert, our service manager. We have Diane handling warranty work, and Miss Betty, she's been here for over 30 years. She does a little bit of everything. So generally, whenever you call in, somebody is there to answer the phone, not just an answering machine. We're one of the few dealerships that does not wait for free shipping. Unfortunately, a lot of dealerships wait for free shipping. It takes longer to get parts, but we have 3 dedicated parts drivers, and we go to Mahindra very, very often, multiple times a week. That way you don't have to wait very long to get parts. Now, to take it a step further, if we can earn your business, all you have to do is download the Mahindra Parts Finder app or go on our website, type in the 1626, and it gives you a breakdown of the schematics of the engine, transmission, all the different categories for parts, so there's no guesswork as to which parts you're getting. So now this is the brand new design. This one has some fancy aggressive headlights, very, very nice LED, super bright. What they changed on this one versus the 1526 as well is it has an upgraded M-Comfort seat, really nice material. It's also got armrest here, and your loader control is located right next to the seat, so you can put your elbow on the armrest and work your loader, just kick back and relax, enjoy your tractor. So Mahindra wants their tractors to have a lot of value, be very user-friendly. So this tractor has one pin on this side, a pin on the other side. It's got a built-in kickstand right here. All you have to do, it comes out from the other side, just pull it out, place it in that middle section there, pull this pin out, drop the loader, it'll raise out of the saddle, back up a little bit, kill the tractor, and then work the fluid out of the loader with your handle. And then all the hydraulics are color-coded quick disconnect. Oop, if I can zoom in there. Right here. Color-coded quick disconnect hydraulics. Super easy to take on. take off and put back on. So with a lot of other manufacturers, it's a proprietary system, just like the bucket, so you have to bring it into the dealership to have it removed, but not with Mahindra. So now this one does have a Mitsubishi engine, super smooth. Mahindra partners with different brands to offer you, so much value. So Mahindra believes in Mitsubishi so much, they own over 33% of Mitsubishi agriculture. I can tell you, versus other engines that I've cranked, the Mitsubishi is just beautiful, so smooth. On a cold day, it cranks up really nice. So it's a really great engine. Now, back to our loaders, what we do that's pretty unique is we tie our loaders to the rear end with that bar there. So that's part of the reason why we have more built-in lift capacity, stability, stuff like that. I can tell you, I had a customer, he purchased an RV from me, and he works at a local high school. He's an ag teacher, and every time he came in, he was wearing a John Deere hat. And after we earned his business on an RV, he asked us for some help because, we were a Mahindra dealer, of course, to loan them some tractors for a tractor competition. So what they did was, they had a couple groups of kids, and they put bugs in tractors, and they, tried to have a competition to see who would win. So now, with him being an ag teacher and, being such a big John Deere fan, I was really surprised when he came in for service one day, and he was like, hey, you got to tell your manager, I don't know what it is about Mahindra's hydraulics, but there's just something really special about them that's so much stronger versus everybody else. So coming from a diehard John Deere guy, that was something that really, really impressed me. Also, one thing that we do as well, talking about built-in value, we do include a tow bar. It's located behind the seat, but that's a $300 option that some other brands charge you for, but with Mahindra, they include it. You also have a toolbox right here. If you want to carry tools with you out in the field, you can do that. You have a cup holder on this side and a cup holder on the other side. So staying hydrated when you're working your property is no problem. Great thing about this tractor is that you can get on and off on the tractor on both sides. On some of them, you can only do it on one, but with this one, you have a step on this side. So if you're in a tight spot, you can get off and on either side, no worries. So this is a hydrostatic transmission. Great thing about our tractors, it does have tilt steering. So, people of different heights can easily use the tractor. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but the tilt steering control is right here. Here we have the locking brake on this side and cruise control right here. So you just have a clutch to change gears. Basically doing stuff like that. You have a brake on this side, and what's nice about the brake, of course, is that you can unlock it. So if you're making a tight turn left, you can go this way. Make a tight turn right, you can go that way. Here we have the hydrostatic pedal. On this tractor is a rocker style, so you have this for forward, your heel for reverse. That's how that works. Right over here you have PTO control. So you just turn on your PTO from right here, just going like that. This one has low, neutral, medium, neutral, high range. So you have an infinite amount of speeds. In addition to the range, you have your throttle control, and then as far as you press the pedal, is as fast as it goes. Over here, this is your 3-point control to raise and lower your box blade shredder, whatever you want to put on here. You have turning signals, headlights, all that good stuff, of course, and that's really about it. So one thing about our tractors, I've had customers say that they decided to purchase a Mahindra purely because it sounded like a real tractor. It didn't sound like a toy. So I'm going to go ahead and crank it up for you so you can hear what that sounds like. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how high it lifts. There we go. So that's 84 inches of lift right there. Pretty good for a tractor of this size. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to PTO RPM so you can hear what that sounds like. Yes, sir. Okay, Mr. Shaw again, it's Nico from Cliff Jones Mahindra Tractor over here in Sealy. I want to make this video to tell you more about this brand new Mahindra 1626 hydrostatic. I do have some fantastic numbers for you. After you watch this, if you can please give me a call. My number is 979-253-2611. Thank you so much.